Hey everybody, it's Monday. You know what that means? It's time for another review. We're going to be looking at the last of the Minipla line today for Gokaiger with Engine Machalcon and his combinations with Gokai-Oh and his combination with Gokai-Oh and Gyojujin. So we'll be looking at that today. I already have the next two Sentai series figured out that we'll be looking at. The next one in line is going to be Kira Major, and then after that will be Geki Ranger. Um, Beyond that, don't know. We'll probably be looking at a Transformer on Wednesday, and we'll probably start Kira Major up on Friday. There will be a comparison review coming up as well for the metallic version of the what's it called? Zenkaiger, first for Mecha. The metallic version will be out for Minipla, so I do have that coming this month. And we'll be comparing it to the original Minipla uh, Gao Juragown and uh, Vera Bloon, I think it was. No, Vera Bloon is from something else. Maji Vroon. Vroon Majin. There we go. Wow. So yeah, we'll be looking at their metallic versions as compared to the original version that came out. What, one, two, three, starting about 4 or 5 months ago, roughly almost 6 months ago, maybe. So we'll be comparing those as well at some point this month, probably, because they've just released them in Japan. The metallic version was released on the just a day or so ago, at most, or maybe it was even today. But we'll be comparing it to the classic Minipla version, and just kind of seeing what the difference is, which will mostly just probably be the way the materials were produced and the colors are going to be probably different. That's probably going to be it. It's going to be exactly the same otherwise. Anyways, I've been rambling on. Thank you again for being here today. Internet stuff, let's get it out of the way. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. And let's get to the table. Tom's here with his toys. He's here to play.
All right, last time we were together, we looked at the Gao Lion, Gao Gokai-Oh, and Shinken Gokai-Oh combinations. And we only have one more Minipla to look at. As you can see, again, in the back, Gao Lion, Gao Jujin, Fumaru, Magic Dragon, and Patch Striker. So we've got a pretty cool assortment and acknowledgement of past Sentai series. And the last one they acknowledged was this guy here. This is Machalcon, who is a callback to the Go-Ongers. He did have a engine soul, which he would plug in and make noises, all that kind of stuff. As a Minipla that does not have the engine soul, and it does not make the noises. Yeah, so this is Machalcon. Nice eye. He's got flames, big old exhaust. And one sec. Sorry about that. You guys didn't even know I was gone, but I had a phone call. So yeah, this is, like I said, Engine Machalcon. He is very cool. I like him a lot. He's a race car, and he rolls very well. He's rolling behind. He does have a combination with Gokai-Oh, of course, to make Go On Gokai-Oh. And there's a reason why I left his legs off. Go on Gokai-Oh. There you go. Go on Gokai-Oh. Away! I don't know why that made me laugh. But yeah, so again, don't need the sub, and we don't need the truck. So they can go to the back there. But yeah, so this is Go On Gokai-Oh. It does, in the show, and you can replicate it here with the Minipla, it does have a hover mode where the wheels would face down, and like that. Same thing for this wheel. Same thing for this wheel. And that is its hover mode. And it was part of it would raise itself up to attack and then come crashing back down kind of deal. Yeah, hover mode. Cool. That's a thing. Alright. Now, Engine Machalcon here They called them the greater powers, by the way, when they would combine with something. So this is the greater power of the Go-Ongers. Engine Machalcon asked the Gokaigers if they had a greater power, and they said they did not know, but they do. And by combining their greater power engine soul with Machalcon, they would actually become Kanzen Gokai-Oh, which is their final. Oh, it comes off really easy. Final combination. So let's go ahead and do that. This is actually a really kind of cool combination in my opinion, but also kind of silly. To do it, we need to remove this. We need to remove this. This comes off. This separates. And these separate. Now, you can do this and it gives it a ball joint here. This is a foot and a leg. Next step. Lift that up. I'll just put this in here so it doesn't move around too much. And it reveals this really cool like engine piece. Alright, so let's do the same thing on this side. Lift up the little tab here. Boom. Very cool. I really like that. And then these become his new legs. So plug it on. And plug this one on. Alright, next. We actually need to remove Gokai-Oh's arms. Alright, and we can actually put them away in a sense. So we'll get him into the Gokai-Oh racer. Here. There we go. Don't need him anymore. He's done. Same thing with Jet. We are done with Jet. Don't need Jet anymore. So Jet will be going away. Oh, this piece is coming out. Thankfully, it's easy enough to put back on. There. But we're missing something for Jet. Guess what? We also don't need the hat. So all of Jet can go to the back. Alright, so we're left kind of like with this right now. Well, his arms are actually going to be from Gao-Jujin. So let's attach this piece here, like so. And we'll attach the other one like that. Alright, so that step's done. We do need to keep the swords though. Hey, stop falling over. Alright, next. This actually becomes a hand. I bet you couldn't tell. So flip up the thumb and we will open up this and hold it in that hand like so. There. And he's got his new hand. Gonna pimp slap the shit out of you. Bah! Anyways. Sorry. I need to apologize more on that one. Anyways, we do actually need to remove this too. We don't need that piece. Alright, so next, this. We need to turn the wheels like that. Or sorry, not like that, like this. I need to go to the back. And that'll actually plug in here, like that, onto his butt. Alright. Almost done. Stay standing, please. Stay standing. There you go. Alright, almost done. Alright, next, the chest. We need to actually stick this in upside down like so. And then we can, okay, maybe fall over, whatever. Alright. Oh, come on. Work with me. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It doesn't want to open anymore. I see you. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, so like that, right? And then this piece will actually, gosh bless. Oh, it's supposed to just open. I was hitting the wrong thing. That would explain it. There. And it plugs in like so. Like that, upside down. Like that. Okay, now we're playing with fire. Get the hand back on. You know, this is the joy of recording this thing. Sometimes is you can get a couple of good recordings in, but eventually you're going to get a really bad one in, and you can either leave it or try again. All right, this is his new helmet. He's got like kind of an admiral's helmet. Well, what we need to do is this will plug in on. So they plug in like this, right? Unfortunately, that comes off, and then we can plug it on. So plug it in like this, and then we flip this one to this side like this, like that. And you see the gold kind of carries off to the swords, and then we plug it onto his head, and this becomes his new hat. Now, I will admit, Machalcon came with smaller swords. Came with tiny little swords, right? But oh man, if if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fucking do this. So there we go. This is Kanzen Gokai-Oh, who doesn't want to stand up for some reason. There. So okay, this is their Ranger power when they use their keys for themselves to reveal their greater power. I like this piece here. The center crest is kind of cool. Like I said, I really love these engine parts that come out. And why are you falling off on me, huh? Why are you doing this to me, Gokai-Oh? Why are you doing this? There. Turn this off. That way. Yeah, he's got knees still. So that's cool. So he has all the same articulation he had earlier. You know, he's got the articulation that Jujin had. And he's got a fancy big-ass hat. Really, really big hat. I mean, it's it's ridiculous. I love it. Yeah, Kanzen Gokai-Oh. It is kind of cool. Really, really ridiculous. Kind of cool still. I like the legs, just for these engine parts, if nothing else. I like the chest piece. The hat is funny. I am a little disappointed that this is their ultimate power, but it uses almost nothing of Gokai-Oh besides the Gokai Galleon. It's nice that they use Jujin, but at the same time, it's basically Machalcon and the Galleon slapped together. So, yeah, it's that is the disappointing part for me, is that it's such a minor combination where it's supposed to be like, oh, this is our ultimate power, and our ultimate power has almost no no bits of ourselves besides the Galleon. So let me go ahead and, even though he's armless, we'll back up and you can see just how much of that hat is swords. He does gain a little bit of height. Jujin was smaller to begin with, but he does gain a little bit of height because Jujin is now just a little bit below shoulder height, where before he was just a little bit shorter than head height. So, yeah, so that's it. That's everything that Minipla had for the Gokaigers. We've seen a interesting cut and look at some of the older series in a sense, with the Mighty Dragon, the Pat Striker, the Furai Maru, the Gao Lion, and even with Gao Jujin. Even though I really like Gokai-Oh. I think he's one of my favorite main series, like, beginning mechs. But I do have to say that I think, in some ways, Gokaiger is doing a much better job of referencing older Sentai series without being hampered by them. This was a really cool idea that the Toku Media and all that did for the Gokaigers, where it was like a little shot of history, and it's like, oh, cool, like, you know, the Maji Dragon will launch from him, and the Pat Striker becomes armaments, and he, you know, gets to look like Shinkenger, and he looks a little bit like the Shinkeno, and or Hurricaneger, and, you know, I do like that. I'm not going to deny that. It is really fun to see, but I think having the Rangers themselves reference the older series with the mechs mainly not doing so is a bit nicer. There is coming up, it's already out in Japan, I think. I don't know. I know pre-orders are up for the toy, but I think he's already appeared on the show. There is going to be a reference to Dragon Caesar on Gokaiger with Super Gokaiger and Super 2 Kaiser. And it's kind of cool. It's a reference to the Green Ranger in the States and his Dragon Zord, as well as I think Abba Ranger, I want to say, and something else too. I can't remember what 2 Kaiser references offhand. I keep on saying Abba Ranger, but I think it's even more a reference to Dragon Caesar. But I think that's kind of cool, where for the most part it's not been that way. It's not been, oh, this guy, he looks like Shinkeno here, and he looks like, you know. Now, as I said, that does not mean that wasn't a cool idea. I think they did a lot of cool stuff, and they did it in a way that was enjoyable on the show. I just wish there had been a little bit more of the pirate theme going on with this. I really liked the whole, you know, even though some of it was kind of far-fetched, like, you know, a car. But the whole, like, you know, the truck has a treasure chest as the cab, and I like that. I like the whole somewhat nautical piratey theme. And then you get to Kanzen, and it's like, oh, I don't really see the pirate in there so much other than the symbol in the chest and on the head. And so that, for me, was what was disappointing, was the fact that you had a really cool theme, and then they kind of let it go to make way for the gimmick, even on the show. Now, as I said, it doesn't mean that the Zords and all that weren't cool. They were kind of fun. They were a lot of, I enjoy them, and I have no problem seeing them on display on my shelves. I don't really display Kenzen, Gokai-Oh, and all that kind of stuff too often, or the combinations too often. I kind of like being able to see them separate, because, like I said, I like Gokaiger on his own. But it's still fun that I can do something like this and have a guy that looks... the hand alone makes it worth it. But yeah, overall, my overall reaction to this Mini Plus series when I got it was fun. And pulling it out, reviewing it a little bit, all that kind of stuff, same thing. I had a lot of fun playing with them and reviewing them. So there is that. This was a lot of fun. This series itself was a lot of fun. And it took itself not too seriously, but just seriously enough in Japan for the Gokaigers that if you can catch it translated and all that kind of stuff, I would. Now, the States just killed it. They tried to do something in the States that just did not pull off with Mega Force and Super Mega Force and all that kind of stuff. And it was a little bit disappointing. Now, as I said, I don't know if I'm going to review a Transformer next or if I'm going to go into the next series. If I go into the next series, I don't know what it will be. So until then, and until I make up my mind, thank you very much for hanging out with me today, guys. I had a lot of fun reviewing this toy series, And yeah, I can't wait to review some more. As I said, they're Mega Winger and the Verabloon missing. I think it would be cool, but at the same time, they are very, very boring combinations. It's just, I get a wing pack, and I get a drone on my back, basically. It looks like, just, propellers over his shoulders kind of deal. Which is not as fun as, a dragon popping out of his chest. Anyways, guys, thank you again. I'm really going to let you go this time. And I hope you all have a great day, and we will see you next time.